How to file taxes with Josh Mosh. Well, first of all, it's not how to file your taxes because they're not yours. First step is make sure, talk to me or somebody like me about a few things that you have to do first. One of them is correct your status. Because who is required to pay taxes is U.S. citizens and or if you choose to. So if you're in those categories, you got to pay taxes. So one of the things that I did is sent a notice to both IRSs. One is called the IRS, all capital letter Municipal Corporation. And the other one is called International Revenue Service. Those are two different corporations masquerading as the government. So anyway, first thing to do is send a notice to them saying that I am not a withholding agent in the Merchant Marines. Okay, because believe it or not, a U.S. citizen is a withholding agent in the Merchant Marines, and the jurisdiction is Puerto Rico. And in Puerto Rico, where the U.S. citizen is, the withholding agent in the Merchant Marines is, the law of the Inquisition is still in effect, and that's how they get away with that. So that's why U.S. citizens are required to pay taxes. You're supposed to be a withholding agent. Anyway, so I sent both IRSs that notice, return receipt signed. There's evidence on the record and proof that, I did that. This is how this happened, okay? So, Bonham Electric, I'm going to read it to you. It's not very good, but Bonham Electric, all capital letters, blah, 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 okay? Presumption, remember, it's a presumption because it's not English, it doesn't say anything. Well, anyways, this notice, okay, that says important tax return document. Well, when this came to the place where I received my mail, obviously, see the name? It's Transmitting Utility and Commerce, okay? So that means it's not me. It's an all capital letter version of my name. So it's fraud. Anyway, so what happened though was my boss did not send this to me, okay? The IRS sent it, most likely, but they gave a different return address. So it appears that my boss sent this to me, which he didn't, but that's just part of the fraud. So what I'm telling you is because it's not me and I know that, right? That's not me. It's not my given name that my mother gave me. That's a birth certificate fraud character. Straw man, Transmitting Utility and Commerce, Specialty Vehicle, CEST UKV Trust. Anyways, you guys know the story if you've been watching my videos. So here's how to file the taxes. You just I put return to sender, no person by that name lives at domicile. Okay, it's simple, that's it. Boom, bang, all right? But you got to correct your status. If you're a U.S. citizen, you can get in a lot of trouble trying to do that stuff, and especially if you're filing W-2s or whatever. If you're using their system and then you try to do that, you're in deep waters, I should say, right? Or how about like up shit creek without an oar, right? All these phrases that come from the law of water. All right, good luck with that. And we're heading to the United States Postal Service, which is different than the post office. Here we go. Like I said, here it is. That's not me, so. And what happens is that goes back to my boss at his office, and for 4 years now, he gets those, and he asked me what to do with it. I said, I don't know, you sent it to me. And he said, no, I didn't. And I said, well, I don't know, man. Take that up with the payroll company, because I sent the payroll company all my documents that I'm not a U.S. citizen, so they know as well. And Martin Mucci, he's the CEO, and he stepped down when I noticed him. But they continue to do the fraud because I'm only one pebble on the beach. So we need more people to wash ashore and take care of business, or else they're going to continue to presume that we are lost at sea. Like I said, because I've noticed the entities that are masquerading as the government, that who it is that they are addressing is not me, and that's not where I live. I don't live in the District of Columbia, which is, according to the Buck Act, right? They created zip codes. I don't live in a zip code.